coronavirus global pandemic has ravaged Kenya's economy for the past 1 year. Besides huge contraction of the economy and productivity losses, social welfare losses were also reported. Yet in his address looking back into the 1 year of COVID-19, President Uhuru Kenyatta explained why the government put life over the economy as it implemented various containment measures. KTN's Shadrack Mitty reports.
The economic and social disruptions brought by the COVID-19 pandemic in the last 12 months continue to weigh heavily on many households. The measures put in place by the government to mitigate the spread of the virus have had severe consequences on jobs and income, posing unprecedented shocks to the economy and livelihoods. However, in his address to reflect on 1 year of COVID-19, President Uhuru Kenyatta said although the pandemic and measures to mitigate the spread of the virus had created multiple challenges for Kenyans, it was the best decision for government given the circumstances.
Between protecting the economy and losing an average of 2,000 people daily, as per those projections, we as a government chose life over economy.
The negative impact of COVID-19 on the economy trickled down to households. There were reduced job opportunities and lower earnings, with unemployment rising to higher levels compared to pre-COVID period.
We had to partially close down business activities that included people crowding. And in order to secure the future of our children, who are Kenya's most valuable treasure, we also had to close down our schools.
Up to the time we opened our schools in January the 4th, our records indicated that 347 private schools across the country that were members of the association closed shop because of the effects of COVID. These 347 schools had about 1,300 staff, both teaching and non-teaching staff, who were affected and therefore lost their jobs.
A total of 1,879 Kenyans have succumbed to COVID-19, with the virus case load standing at more than 110,000. Nevertheless, the president says the targeted interventions employed by the government in collaboration with other players secured many lives while cushioning many from the shocks of the pandemic. And with many lives saved, it appears reviving the economy will be next.
Last year, fellow Kenyans, the Kenyan economy was projected to grow by 6.2%, but it only grew by 0.6% because of the COVID-19 pandemic. This, fellow Kenyans, translates to a loss of approximately 560 billion Kenya shillings of GDP.
Workers who are still employed face a reduction in working hours and earnings. Many businesses are not operating currently, with revenues decreasing across all sectors. And the government says saving lives will eventually post impressive dividends for social and economic advancement.
Our economy is likely to bounce back and grow by approximately 7% in the year 2021.
Although Kenya's economy still faces the danger of contracting further based on the severity of the third wave of COVID-19, the government's priority now is to deal with the public health crisis by suppressing the infections, which will then aid in reviving the economy. Shadrack, Mitty, KTN News.
Now, President Uhuru Kenyatta has issued a stern warning